All right, good morning, everybody. I want to first say I hope everybody is doing well, is staying healthy. I want you to watch this video first because of the fact that I'm making some edits to this week's class. So most of you are teachers in this room, in this virtual setting. All right, so most of you are um, working in K-12 as we speak, and this is for most of you, your first week sort of teaching in this new domain of online, or at least to the extent that that you have been asked to. And so I know that speaking with a lot of my teacher friends that this is a very stressful week for a lot of people. This is a very uncertain week for a lot of people. For those of you that are not aware, K-12 has been buildings have been shuttered essentially, and teachers all around the state have been asked to move their classes into an online setting. And so I know that the people that I've talked to are incredibly just nervous. This is new for a lot of people. This is uncomfortable for a lot of people. A lot of people are sort of learning as they go on what this will look like. And so for that reason, this week I'm actually going to excuse the video for this week. Okay, so if you want, there is a video. I will post that video right along with this one, but that is why I wanted you to watch this video first. Okay, so if you are um, one of the ones that is incredibly busy and you have a ton of stuff going on, then I want to provide you that opportunity to uh, not watch necessarily the 35 to 40-minute video that I recorded for this week, okay, discussing knowledge construction and learning sciences. Okay, so if that is you, do not worry. I am not offended. I am not upset. I am giving you that opportunity to focus your efforts and focus your sort of emotional capacity on supporting our K-12 students throughout the state. Okay, so because I know most of you are doing that at this current point in time. If you are in the boat of you are you are not a teacher, or you are not working in the schools, or maybe you have been furloughed or laid off or whatever it might be, then and you really want to watch the video, it is posted. Or it will be posted. It is going to be right under this one right here, right? And so I just want to give that opportunity. If you are busy this week, if you are feeling overwhelmed this week, I want to, as much as possible, take this off your plate. Okay, so the one thing that I obviously have to discuss now is discussion. So if you have gone into the discussion board prior to about an hour ago, you will have noticed that there was a discussion topic posted. I posted a text about what I want the discussion topic to be for this week. But then I changed my mind. I posted it, and then I wanted to edit it. That discussion topic was posted, I guess, probably beginning of the semester, to be honest, and it is a very interesting one, a very interesting discussion. It is titled Discussion 10. It was moved to week 11. I still want to have that same discussion. I still want to have that same conversation about misconceptions that we were having, that I had scheduled for this week, but I want to have it next week. The reason is because the discussion that I want to give you this week is for you to have an opportunity to just talk about how you're doing. Okay? So we are social creatures, right? We are social animals. And with that, we are now being asked to, in many ways, uh, decrease the amount of social interaction that we have to as close to zero as possible, right? And so there's impacts of that, right? There's a large body of evidence out there that discusses how social isolation is linked with suicide. And so I just want to provide people an opportunity to discuss how they're doing. How have they felt during this coronavirus response? This is an opportunity for you to discuss how you feel, okay, and how you're doing. If you are, angry, you know, I'm in the same boat with you, right? Like I sort of oscillate between just being really angry that we have to do all these steps that we are doing to help people that to help people survive. I'm angry that we are having to do all this stuff, all the way then I oscillate. I go to the other side of mine. I had on Saturday, Crawford County issued a stay-at-home order, and as of today, we were on a stay-at-home order for the entire state of Kansas. But on Saturday night, there were 3 house parties in my neighborhood. Right? So I guess the 3 houses that are being rented by college students were filled with college students, and I was angry because like those are people that are taking advantage of a situation where I want to go back to work. I want to not be stuck in my house. I want to be able to sort of go on about my life. But the fact is that if we don't all sort of pitch in this together, then it really does seem like if we don't all just sort of make this sacrifice, then we will all sort of pay the price. We are all paying the price right now, right? For just not having done enough before, having not done enough in advance. And so this is an opportunity for you to post. I still want the same situation. I still want 2 discussion posts. Your post to this topic right here, how you're doing. Have you had any sicknesses? Are there any positives? Another thing that I think is important here is to be reminded of what there is to be grateful for, right? I am grateful for, still having a job. There are millions of people out there that aren't as fortunate as I am in that respect. I'm grateful for, honestly, one side benefit of all this is that 3 weeks ago, we had a Congress that appeared to just be deadlocked on everything and couldn't agree on anything. And last week they voted on a coronavirus response bill, and they voted 96-0 to pass that bill, right? And so, I'm taking whatever little bits of positive information or a response that I can get from this whole situation, and I'm using that as something to be grateful for, right? So otherwise, it is very, very easy for us to just sort of perseverate on the negative, right? It is easy for us to focus on the fact that I have been in my house for 2.5 weeks now. Aside from going to Walmart, I have largely been stuck here. And I am even though I consider myself to be a introvert, I guess I'm not as introverted as some because I am ready to get out of my house. And the reason I say a lot of this is because I want you to understand in your discussion, in your response posts, that there has to be some level of understanding, right? So I want you to be willing to share your feelings, right? If you think that all of this is stupid, that we are wasting our economy, that we are wasting our whatever it might be, that we are wasting our time on staying at home and doing all this for nothing, that comes from a legitimate place. It's probably a place of anger, and this is a psychology class, right? I'm a psychologist. Those are valid opinions to me. We are all allowed to have our own opinions. And so the reason I'm saying all this is because I want your response to be supportive. What I don't want and what I will not accept is for your response to be hurtful or angry or hateful, okay? So if you have an individual who posts on a discussion board, something related to the fact that Lieutenant Governor of Texas, Dan Patrick, has said that we need to go back to work. We need to just go back to work. Understand that could be related to the fact that maybe there's an individual in this classroom whose wife or husband just lost their job, right? That they're scared, right? So their 401k is taking a massive beating right now, and they are wondering if there really is, if this is all for benefit, right? So, obviously we all want to have this amazing response to a health crisis, but it is valid for somebody to be scared at this current point in time, right? Most of this world is most retirement plans in this world are contingent on the stock market, and the stock market has crumbled in the past month. Most of us, like having a roof over our head, but lack of job security and unemployment rates have skyrocketed. So the reason I'm saying all this is because I want you to let this discussion board be a safe space for for all students to voice their opinions, right? So not just I'm not just providing a space for the students that may or may not agree with me, that I am providing this opportunity for every student to voice their opinion, because we have all been, if you have been sort of going along with the response that has been happening in Kansas, like I'm stuck in my house, and even if I didn't necessarily agree, and even if I didn't really care that the governor wants me to stay in my house, or Crawford County commissioners want me to stay in my house, I can't go anywhere. Everywhere's closed, right? So like there's no benefit in me really leaving my house aside from going to Walmart. So the likely fact is that most of us have been stuck in our house or stuck somewhere for a few weeks now, and so I want to have an opportunity for us to just discuss, to vent, to just rail against the sickness, to just be to be supported. Okay, so that is my goal here. All right, so if you are reading the discussion posts, and Johnny over there, I'm not, if you, I picked Johnny just as a random. If Jason over there happens to say something that you think is stupid, is wrong, is narrow-minded, is whatever, understand that I don't want to see you responding and calling anybody stupid or narrow-minded or closed-minded or whatever it might be. Because ultimately what you are seeing is a response to a very, very scary, a very, very uncertain situation, okay? And so that is my big asterisk here, okay? So ultimately, this is the one video I want you to watch. If you want to watch the other video, feel free to watch that other video. It's a pretty short one this week. I think it's less than 40 minutes long. And honestly, you can skip the last slide because that is me discussing the discussion post for this week. So it's a relatively short watch, but yeah, so I'm not requiring for you to watch it. So ultimately, the things that I want you to do is to post a discussion post about how you're doing, and then a response post, and then also go and find your journal article. You are doing your fourth reflection paper, so just go out there and find that fourth article, submit it. If you've already done that, then you have nothing else to do this week. And just focus on supporting K-12 students. Most of you are out there are on the front lines of supporting K-12 students as we speak. So I want you to focus on that and really make sure that you are doing that well, okay? Any complaints, questions, concerns, whatever, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all next week. All right, have a great week. Stay healthy, everybody.